Hey, thanks for tuning in. I have something fun to share today, and it is red velvet pancakes. Yay, so yummy. So let's get straight to the ingredients, and then you can see me whip it up. So it is 1 1/2 cups all-purpose flour. So basically just something like this, old metal flour. All right, 3 tablespoons of sugar. All right, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So baking powder, I always get mixed up with baking soda, but they're different for sure. So baking powder. 2 teaspoons unsweetened cocoa powder. So here you go. This is what we have on the shelf, easy to get. 3/4 teaspoon table salt. All right, so that completes the dry ingredients, and the wet ingredients is 1 1/2 cups milk. All right, 2 large eggs separated. So I'm gonna have to separate them into the yolks and the whites of the eggs. 3 tablespoons vegetable oil, okay, and 2 tablespoons red liquid food coloring. So this is my stock of food coloring. It's red, and it's deeply red, if you can see in there a little bit. And this is what makes red velvet items red velvet. It really has a chocolatey flavor, so it comes from the cocoa mix. But people love this stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and whip it up. So I'll go through the ingredients again. So the dry ingredients is 1 1/2 cups all-purpose flour. So this is my dry ingredients. So 1 1/2 cup all-purpose flour. 3 tablespoons sugar. All right, that's my 3 tablespoons of sugar. 1 tablespoon baking powder. All right, 1 tablespoon. All right, 1 tablespoon baking powder. 2 teaspoons cocoa powder. 2 teaspoons. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Richly dark. Smells so good. Yummy. I love chocolate. Okay. 2 teaspoons, that was cocoa powder, then 3/4 teaspoon table salt. Okay, so I'm just gonna estimate here. This is a 1 teaspoon thing here, just 3/4 teaspoon table salt. All right, so that's the dry ingredients. Now, the wet ingredients, 1 1/2 cups milk. 1 1/2 cups milk. Okay, 2 large eggs separated. So this is the tricky part. Have to separate these eggs. Hopefully it works out. Okay, someone taught me how to do this. I don't know who, but it works. So I was able to separate the whites from the yellow. So the yellow goes into the wet ingredients. Okay, got the yellow out here, going to the wet ingredients, and here is the white. So the trick about this is you got to get some help for someone to make it foamy for you. So I have my daughter here. She doesn't want to be on camera, but she is going to mix it up and form some peaks. Here you go. Thank you, Sophia. Maybe I'll take it over there. We're in the living room. So when that comes back, I'll show you how it looks. but it's interesting how it turns out after you form peaks with the whites. All right, so we got that in. 3 tablespoons vegetable oil. 3 tablespoons vegetable oil. Oh, that goes into the wet ingredients. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 tablespoons vegetable oil and 2 tablespoons liquid food coloring. Here it goes. This is what it is. 1, 2. Okay. So I'm going to show you and try to mix it up in front of you what it's looking like already. Wow. So the first time I ever had a red velvet pancake was down Kailua at Cinnamon's, and it was so delicious. And I don't get to make this much, but when I do, I would definitely like to share the recipe. Okay. So let me show you what it looks like. Bring it close to the camera. How red it looks. Looking good. Okay, so now the next step is to bravely put the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and mix it. Okay, so here it goes. So that's the dry ingredients. You can see the cocoa powder there, and put it into the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients. Oh boy. So let's mix this up. And it is looking like a pancake batter. So it's okay if, just like when you make regular pancakes, that it has a little bit of lumps or bumps in it. Okay, so there it is, right there. Looking really, really pretty, this red color. Okay, so my daughter whipped the egg whites for me, and it formed stiff peaks, just like it said it would in the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. So I guess you kind of mix it in. And then I'm going to put in the rest, kind of like the last half. And then the instructions say to kind of fold it in. So I'm just going to fold it in here. I hope you're following. I know the videos can be kind of long, but hey, home-based cooking show is always fun. I don't have to leave the house for anything except to make my grocery run for the ingredients if I don't already have them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have my 14-inch griddle that I love so much. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, put it on medium, low to medium. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with canola oil. So the batter looks pretty good. It's not too runny and it's not too thick. So I think we're going to be in good shape. So let me just show you a close-up here. There is the batter. So not too runny, not too thick. So I am just gonna try to make all of the pancakes kind of like an even size. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this ladle here and just do it this way. See how many I could fit in the skillet here. Let's see, let that kind of settle in. Okay, it looks like I might be able to fit 4 on here. Maybe safely 3. So of course you can't walk away from this. You have to monitor it closely. All right. So let me get a thing to turn it around, and then I'm going to have my daughter here for the optional. I'm going to have my daughter here warm up the optional cream cheese. Cream cheese. Like 10 seconds. So this is the optional cream cheese, and you can make your own cream cheese, but I'm kind of lazy for that, so I'll just warm this up for like 10 seconds. Let's see what we got here. Trying to look for the very right instrument to flip these. Alright, so I have to work fast here before they burn. Okay. Alright, wish me luck on flipping this. Here it goes. Woo! That was very successful and scary at the same time. Another one. So what I did is I took 2 of these to flip it. And I think that's your best bet when you're working with something so delicate. Alright. Okay. Alright. So looking pretty good. Let me get you a close-up how it cooked on one side. Okay, so you don't want to keep flipping these. Probably flip it only once. There's a kind of misshapen one there. Here is one that's almost perfectly round, and here is one that's kind of round. All right, and I can get you a close-up later too. So it's going well so far. This is kind of like the first time I made it from scratch. The bottle of red velvet I got online. You can't find that much quantity of red velvet in the store. I think it was like $5 to $6 with free shipping. And it lasts a long time. Lasts till January 2023. Okay, so it's looking good. I think we're going to be okay with this. Let me just kind of get a feel for it here. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to open one of them up to show you what the middle looks like. So it feels really fluffy when I'm cutting it. They look really light. And here you go, perfect example of the red velvet pancake. Try to get it in focus there. Looks really light, really fluffy. The trick was when my daughter formed peaks, is what the chef language for that is. Basically making the egg white stiff, and it holds in place when you lift it up with a spoon. Okay, so that's one side. And here is the other side. So it definitely worked out as expected. So I am here to prove to you that the recipe is valid. It is a good recipe. All right. So one more chance. The rest of the batter. Mix it up again. So let's see if I could fit 4 on here and be done with cooking it. 1, 2, yeah, I think I can only fit 3. Then they start kind of bleeding into each other. Okay, so let me show you the finished product and I can end the video. Yay! So here we go. Here is the finished product. 2 delicious red velvet light and fluffy pancakes made from scratch. You have the recipe now. And then I am just gonna do a little bit of drizzle of the cream cheese. There you go. Doesn't that look delicious? Put more cream cheese for the cream cheese lovers. And I know who would love these pancakes. Jo Maceda, my hula sister, would just go crazy over these pancakes. When's your birthday, Kay? All right, well, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that it is not too intimidating. I tried to simplify it so you can enjoy these and you don't have to go all the way Kailua in Oahu for these red velvet pancakes. Take care.